A few years ago, I was sitting alone in my restaurant after closing. The lights were dim, the chair was just upside down, and the kitchen is quiet. For the first time that day, nobody needed anything from me. Not customer questions, not the supply call, not the staff issue, not the emergency, just the silence. And I remember sitting there and thinking, why does this feel so heavy? The restaurant was open, people were coming in. From the outside, everything looked perfect. But from the inside, I'm exhausted. Not physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Because every day I feel like I carry the entire business on my shoulder. And at that time, I thought that's what normal. I thought that's every single founder do it. So I carry everything, I try to solve everything, I sacrifice everything, and I become everything. What I didn't realize was I wasn't building a business. I was building my own present. The business that depends on me, the team that depends on me, and the future is also depend on me. Now, it become very expensive. Looking back now, like 5-6 years ago, I don't think the problems were the restaurant. The problem is my belief system. Because many of our founders, we believe that as a founder, we have to carry everything. Maybe many immigration too. Maybe every single parent, every single leader, we think that that's our job to carry on a lot of things. And that belief sound like, if I don't do it, who's gonna do it? If I let go, things gonna collapse it. It's faster if I do it by myself. And for years, I believed that. And of course, it helped me survive. So when I moved to a new country, what I learned to rely on is myself. There's nothing for me to rely on. I start over from zero. I have to relearn to rely on myself. What sources are limited? I have to rely on myself. So self-reliance become my strength. But sometimes your strength will be also your weakness. Because now your strength keep you to carry a bunch of things. And because of that, you cannot grow. And because there's come to a point when doing everything yourself will no longer your strength. It become your habit. It's become your fear. Fear of letting go. Fear of trusting your team member. Fear of being disappointed the customer. Fear of losing the control. And I didn't see that clearly until much later. When the restaurant didn't work out, we closed it. Of course, it's heartbroken, but it's not about the money only. Losing $200,000 is painful. But it was also painful because I poured my heart and my time into that dream. All of my energy, my time, my identity, my heart, my passion. And I realized asking myself, how could I work that hard, but I'm still fail? Maybe you also asking yourself the same question, just like me. And maybe it's not about business. It's not about relationship. Just about you. You think that the business fail, which means you fail. Maybe you also think the same thing. You also asking yourself the same question when it happened to your relationship, your career, to your project, to your dream. You give everything you have and somehow it didn't work. And you go to blame to yourself. And for a long time, I saw the restaurant as a proof that I failed. But today, after 5 years, I see it totally differently. The restaurant didn't fail me. It's become my teacher. It taught me how restaurant owner think. What keep founder awake every night. It taught me what chaos look like. It taught me what happened if we run a business with no system. And it taught me the cost of trying to carry on every single thing in the business alone. And for years later, those lessons became the foundation of Kim Eco Park. The pain now become the insight. The insight become the system. The system become the business. Sometimes life will not waste your experience. Life just prepare for you for something bigger that from your level, from your vision, you cannot see it. A while ago, I was reading again Napoleon Hill, and there's was an idea into that in the law of success. One concept called the mastermind. And for many years, I thought that concept was about networking, about finding successful people, about building connections. But now, after 5 years of building my team, I totally see it differently. The deeper lesson is not about collecting people, it's about alignment. It's about realizing that no meaningful vision, never gonna be a big dream, can be able to build alone by yourself only. A company, you cannot build alone. A family, you cannot build it alone. A movement, a life, everything meaningful have to build together with the people. When I look back to every single breakthrough in my life, there's always people involved. Their mentor, their investor, their customer, their team member who work from the day number zero with me with no salary, their partner, friends, teacher, and even difficult people. There are people who challenge me. There's people who stretch me. There are people who help me to see what I couldn't see. And I started to realize the biggest opportunities in my life, it didn't arrive as an opportunity. It arrived as relationship. And that's a very different way to see success. For a long time, I thought leadership means having all the answer. Now, I agree that leadership means asking a better question. I used to think that leadership means carry on the weight. Now I know that leadership means you create a space so everyone can carry with you. I used to thought that leadership means controlling and make sure everything in the right place. Now I know leadership is about just. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about building the right room. The room where different strengths can work together. The room where people feel safe enough to contribute with you. The room where people is moving forward together to the same purpose in the same direction. Because one person can have a vision, but the vision becomes reality when many people bring their gift into it and build together. Not everyone think like me, I know, but that's also a good thing. Not everyone solve the problem like me, that's also a good thing. Not everyone gonna see the world through my eyes, that's also a good thing. Because growth doesn't come from the sameness. Growth comes from the different angle, different perspective. That come to the distribution and come to the contribution of each. There's another layer coming to the mastermind, a layer that I don't hear many people talk about. Before you build a strong team around you, you have to build the alignment inside yourself. Because if your mind is chaos, your business will be a mirror of your mind, which also chaos. If you don't have a clear purpose, your team will feel unclear with no direction. If your decision coming from fear, everyone gonna fear because they can feel the energy. Everything starts with the inner work of the CEO, of the founder. And this is one of the biggest lessons I'm still learning. Leadership is not separate from your self-development. Leadership is a self-development. The quality of your business will often reflect the quality of your thinking, the quality of your relationships, often reflect the quality of your communication, the quality of your team, often reflect the quality of your leadership, which means the work will not only from the outside, it has to go from the inside. That's why I spend so much time learning, reflecting, growing, building system, improving my communication, understand myself, because the more clarity I have inside, the more clarity I can create with the team around me. And you know what? Maybe you don't need luck, you don't need more luck. Some of people come to ask me, Kim, how did I build everything after I losing so much? I think that the answer will never gonna be I am luck. I don't think the answer gonna be I am intelligent. No, I'm not. The answer is the willingness. A willingness to learn, a willingness to rebuild after you fail, a willingness to ask for help when you need it, a willingness to judge life again, and a willingness to stop carrying every single thing alone by yourself as a founder. Maybe that's why this lesson speaks to me so deep. Because for years, 10 years as a lawyer, 5 years in the business, I was trying to become stronger, and that's it. Now, I'm trying to become more alive. Not more busy, more clarity. Not more control, more trust in my team. Not more effort, but more intention. And that thing only will change everything. So if you are in the season now where everything feels so heavy, I want you to just pause right there and reflect one thing. You're not lacking of talent. You are not lacking of intelligence. You are not lacking of opportunity. You simply carrying too much alone. Maybe you don't need more luck. You don't need more people. You need a system. You need a better conversation. And you need people, the right people, who believe in your mission. You need to let people to come in and help you to carry the weight with you. Because life become very different when you stop trying to build everything by yourself. It's not about doing more. It's about building together. It's not about finding the perfect opportunity. It's about realizing the value already hidden inside your journey. It's not about escaping your past and trying to run away from your failure. It's about turning your past into wisdom. Your struggling in the last years, 10 years, 5 years, were not waste. Your mistake was not waste. Your failure was not waste. Sometimes that's in the good mind. Sometimes it's already inside of you. It's just beneath your feet. You just haven't learned to see it yet. Think about it. If you know somebody who you know that they take over everything and they try to carry everything alone by themselves, share this video with them. Maybe they just need a reminder that leadership can be softer, can be clearer, but still be strong. And if this feels like your journey too, take a deep breath and let's lead from the soul together. Bye for now.